Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Master's in Counseling Psychology, longtime astrologer, psychic healer, and yogi. In this episode, I'm going to share my astrology update for March 2024. Get ready! Eclipse season blasts in at the end of March. Stay tuned till the end of the episode when I give my sun sign predictions for each zodiac sign. Welcome to the episode on the astrology of March 2024. Stay tuned until the end of the episode when I give my zodiac forecast for each sign. I will share the key dates and astrological activities during the month of March, and then go back and give you more details. Welcome to eclipse season, March through April 2024. Eclipse season slides in under a full moon lunar eclipse on March 25th, continuing a smackdown through the new moon solar eclipse on April 8th, 2024. The eclipses this season activate the axis of Aries and Libra. So if you have your sun in Aries or Libra or other personal planets located there, you'll feel the eclipse fallout for the coming months. Buckle up and prepare for the changing tides and exciting times. Here's the planetary activity for March 2024. Pisces new moon arrives on March 10th. Venus transits Pisces from March 12th through April 5th. Mercury transits Pisces from February 24th to March 9th. And then Mercury transits Aries from March 9th through May 16th. Yeah, that's a long transit because there's a retrograde cycle in April of Mercury going through Aries. On March 19th, the sun transits into Aries, ringing in the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. Mars transits Aquarius from February 14th through March 23rd. Then Mars transits through Pisces, March 23rd to May 1st. Get ready, on March 25th, we have a lunar eclipse, Libra full moon. March marches in with all systems go as all planets are traveling direct all month until April 1st when Mercury goes retrograde, casting confusion into the ecliptic mix. We are blessed with a plethora of Pisces planets pouring soothing, healing waters in early March, staving off the brewing and stewing Aries eclipse energies. During early March, a stellium, or group, of 8 planets will be traveling through the last 2 signs of the zodiac, Aquarius and Pisces, signifying a time of completion. Aquarius is the final air sign, and Pisces is the final water sign, as well as the last sign of the zodiac wheel. Pluto, Venus, Mars electrify in Aquarius at month's onset, while Saturn, Sun, Mercury, and Neptune pulse in Pisces. We are completing cycles as we straddle the new dimensions and living in multiple realities simultaneously. Life can feel surreal, and by mid-month, with a stellium of Pisces planets, we may feel that sense of altered realities and time distortion. Timelines are ending and colliding at the same time. Early March is marked by a sense of ease in life, perhaps unprecedented in earlier months. We feel the palpable presence of spiritual or universal grace. The heaviness of all the processing and transformation over the past year and months may ease up. All our release and hard work will pay off as we feel grounded, lighter, and more confident. We are being asked to be flexible and not get too attached to outcomes. Everything is still in flux, and rebirthing is in process, courtesy of Pluto in the embryonic first degree of Aquarius. Pisces new moon flows in on March 10th with the sun, moon, Saturn, and Neptune swimming through the sign of the fish. With so many planets surging through this surreal and ethereal sign, It's possible to experience mystical awakenings or transcendent states of being. If one is tuned into the higher dimensions of light, they will notice divine signals and synchronicities everywhere. Downloading of fifth dimensional consciousness reaches a new level, and beautiful waves of light are flowing in. Saturn spills into 11 degrees Pisces. Sun and Moon are at 20 degrees Pisces, loosely conjoin Neptune at 27 degrees Pisces. Venus vibes into the Piscean party the next day on March 11th. Mercury maneuvered into 0 degrees Aries prior to this new moon. This sets the tone for the next lunar cycle, from the new moon in Pisces on March 10th to the new moon in Aries on April 11th, which will happen to be a solar eclipse. So enjoy the peace of Pisces. It's essential at this time to tune into your spirit and tune out all the noise out there. And there will be disturbances in the force and fear-mongering out in the world under the upcoming Aries equinox and eclipses, which commence in late March. So use this time at the soul-searching Pisces new moon to connect with heart and higher self and set conscious intentions for the coming weeks. Perhaps making a promise to your inner being to meditate more, taking time each day to forge a spiritual bond with divine self and source. Having a spiritual practice, especially at the beginning of each day, sets the tone for the whole day and makes us feel more centered. The Sabian symbol for this new moon on March 10th at 20 degrees Pisces from Dane Rudar's An Astrological Mandala, and I quote, Pisces 20, a table set for an evening meal. The keynote is an indication that in the end, at the appointed time, the individual's need will be met among those by whom they are linked by a spiritual or biological web of energies. Quote, after a long chain of personal existences, the soul returns to its spiritual home at the close of the day of manifestations. There it finds that which renews and amply sustains. The happiness of beyond of existence is experienced if all has gone well. Also from an astrological mandala on this degree of Pisces 20, as life closes, the soul consciousness finds nourishment in the harvest of whatever during the whole life has been relevant to the archetypal purpose and destiny of the soul. Wow. So this Sabian symbol confirms all that I mentioned about the Pisces new moon, being an important time to tune into your soul and filter all the worldly noise out there. This will sustain us in the coming months during crazy ecliptic and collective energies. Use this time wisely between the Pisces new moon and the Aries new moon solar eclipse of April 8th to forge an unwavering connection between your day-to-day personality and your source or divine guidance, spirit guides, and spirit. Remember to love yourself and have compassion for others. It makes me think of the quote by Paul McCartney, which the Beatles sang. And in the end, the love we take is equal to the love we make. Welcome to 2024. This is Jill Jardine, host of Cosmic Scene, international astrologer. Hey, go to my website, JillJardineAstrology.com, to my shop page and book a reading so that you can find out what the stars have in store in 2024 for you personally. Aries ingress begins as the sun swoops into the warrior sign on March 19th at 11:06 p.m. on the East Coast, ushering in the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, while the southern hemisphere enters autumnal equinox. We can celebrate the return of the light in the northern hemisphere as the days are now of equal length. There's a transition from water planets to fire, and it can feel very abrupt, especially with a luminous Leo moon adding to the fiery fuse, with Mercury in the North Node together in Aries, stirring up the martial mix. Be ready to blast off at the astrological new year on March 19th. Anything we initiate at this spring equinox has staying power for the remainder of the year. Choose wisely your activities and output. Take action, exercise, dance, move, shake, become a mover and shaker. Do something new and different. Become adventurous and enterprising. Pluto in early Aquarius throws a harmonious aspect to the Aries equinox, empowering any new impulses or activities we launch at this time. Out with the old and in with the new. When Pluto, purging planet, ruler of death, transformation, and rebirth, ignites the Aries fires of initiation and independence, we are on the verge of an evolutionary shift for individuals and humanity. Get ready. Here comes eclipse season on March 25th with a lunar eclipse full moon with the sun in Aries and moon in Libra. This is the third eclipse in a set of 6 occurring along the Aries-Libra axis from April 20th, 2023 to March 29th, 2025. The first one was a total solar eclipse in late Aries. Since April 2023, our attention has been directed toward fostering independence and enhancing assertiveness. However, this Libra lunar eclipse now encourages us to contemplate healthy relationships and their positive impact on our journey. Lunar eclipse full moon will shed light and expose hidden matters. It brings relationship issues to a head. Aries represents the self, or the first house in astrology, and Libra is the other, or the 7th house. Aries is about self-assertion and speaking up for oneself, while Libra is about diplomacy and compromise. Many relationships that were on the brink of dissolution may call it quits around this full moon. Aww. This full moon eclipse will highlight the necessity of diplomacy, with loving lunar Libra at the helm, as there could be martial or military threats looming worldwide with the Sun, Mercury, and North Node in fire Aries. Negotiation and peaceful resolution are possible. Mars, the ruler of Aries, is now transiting placid Pisces, and therefore not feeding aggression. The warrior is soothed and calmed by exalted Venus in pleasant and peace-loving Pisces, along with Saturn and Neptune swimming through the spiritual sign. Whatever conflicts may arise will be calmed or eased up, at least for now. However, as the Aries fires are stoked in early April and ignited at the Aries solar eclipse of April 8th, we may be in for aggressive uprising or conflicts. During this full moon on March 24th, the sun is at 5 degrees Aries and the moon is at 5 degrees Libra. The Sabian symbol for the lunar degree 5 degrees Libra is a man revealing to his students the foundation of an inner knowledge upon which a new world can be built. The keynote is the necessity for the youthful spirits to learn from a teacher who, through his long experience, has been able to reach solid and illuminating truths, i.e. seed ideas. I think this speaks to any situations which may arise when younger souls or those who are not schooled enough yet in their position, signified by Aries, may act impulsively or rashly, but are curbed by the elder or wiser teacher or statesman who can yield his wisdom over a potentially critical situation. March ends with the holy day of Easter on March 31st, sending rays of love and peace from the etheric realms to the physical plane. This spiritual holiday reminds us of the light of the world and how to foster it within and radiate it without. Stay tuned for the sun sign forecast for each zodiac sign. Welcome back to the part of the episode you've been waiting for. Sun sign forecast for March 2024. We'll start with the birthday kids. Happy birthday, Pisces! You get your groove on in early March and can experience moments of transcendence and true connection. You feel reborn at the Pisces new moon on March 10th, when lunar love joins Saturn, Sun, Mercury, and Neptune, swimming through etheric Piscean waters. Life may feel magical, and you are free from the worldly threats out there. Early March is an optimal time to seed your intentions and goals for the coming months. Your life feels enhanced by the presence of peace in your inner world and a palpable connection to your higher self. Your lucky days, Pisces, are March 9th and 10th. Aries. In early March, Piscean planets pulse through your 12th house of endings, karma, and the unknown. You may be feeling moody and temperamental at the Pisces new moon on March 10th, with Mercury shifting into your sign, making you irritable and disgruntled. Direct that emotional energy to cleaning your house, literally and karmically, including all the hidden crannies and crevices before the spring equinox hits. Then you spring into action on March 19th as the sun slides into Aries, sign of the rambunctious ram. You're ready to blast off, especially with Pluto throwing a powerful aspect to your sun. Watch for being too rash or impulsive. Your lucky days, Aries, are March 11th and 12th. Taurus. Pisces planets pulse love and healing to Taurus in early March, fostering heart connections and soul sojourns.
Ooh la la!
Jupiterian joy and Uranian fusions send surges of inspiration and energetic awakenings to Taurus. You are reverberating at new frequencies and have upgraded your vehicle mentally and physically. You may be impressed at the way your body is adapting and processing new energies. Take advantage of the time leading into the full moon lunar eclipse, which may throw a whammy. Regroup and reassess in late March. Your lucky days are March 13th and 14th. Gemini. Aquarian planets have your head spinning and you don't know where to put your attention. Piscean planets stir up the emotions. You are reassessing your mission or purpose in life and need to refine clarity. Get out of your head and into your body. The answers will flow forth. Move your energy and walk your walk. Situations and circumstances will open up opportunities. Your lucky days, Gemini, are March 15th and 16th. Cancer. Pisces planets offer peace and comfort to Cancer. Pisces new moon on March 10th bestows blessings and boons. Pay attention to health and ways to improve your physical body. Creativity bubbles up and flows forth, bringing illumination. Receive revelations and insights at the full moon lunar eclipse on March 24th. Your lucky days, Cancer, are March 17th and 18th. Leo. Leo is patiently waiting for the Aries equinox on March 19th to make headway. Early March may be precarious, though, as you take one step forward, two steps back. You may be operating in a daze with distracting situations interfering with your projected outcomes. The fog begins to lift after the spring equinox and energy is freed up. Sun and Mercury transiting into Aries excites and energizes. The full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, it lights up your path and reveals fresh insights. Your lucky days, Leo, are March 19th, 20th, and 21st. Virgo. Piscean planets pull on you and you can't seem to get enough sleep. Your body is super sensitive, so attend to signals and symptoms that arise. You eliminate the unnecessary and get your house in order. Relationships may be challenging or demanding as everyone expects so much from you now. Find some time to relax and restore, especially around the Pisces new moon on March 10th. Full moon lunar eclipse later in the month lights up your karmic house, revealing hidden information that will help you reach resolutions and find solutions. Your lucky days, Virgo, are March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Libra. Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune in Pisces in early March in your house of health brings energy surges coming up and flowing down. So rest when necessary. At the Pisces new moon, you might be flat out exhausted. You may feel like your physical body is running the gamut of symptoms and frequencies coming from all those Aquarian upgrades. You'll get your mojo back and so much more at the Libra full moon on March 25th. Even though it is eclipse, you release big karmas and clear house. Your lucky days, Libra, are March 25th and 26th. Scorpio. Scorpio gets a much-needed boost in early March with all planets traveling direct and Piscean planets pulsing healing and love. Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune in Pisces are in harmonious aspect to your sun, faring well for romance, pursuit of pleasure, and spiritual life. Pluto, Mars, and Venus in Aquarius are throwing some hard aspects to your sun, but they are also pushing you to evolve and adapt. Pisces new moon gives you a reboot and a rebirth. You are connected to Source once more and feel fortified following your path to self-realization. Your lucky days, Scorpio, are March 1st, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Sagittarius. Pisces new moon on March 11th has the sun and moon squaring your sun, so you may feel out of sorts and a bit of a Debbie Downer. You may experience the leaky boat syndrome as money flows in and flows out just as fast. You may feel that way with your personal energies as well, as if you can't get enough rest or renew yourself to keep up with demands of your life. Cheer up, Sag. You'll get your groove back at the vernal equinox on March 19th when the flames are lit and fires of inspiration flare up. Your lucky days, Sagittarius, are March 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and March 30th and 31st. Capricorn. Pisces new moon gives you a boost, and early March feels like a reawakening. You feel connected to your soul and are merging it into your mundane life. Day-to-day life might feel surreal, and synchronicities abound. Your life force is erratic, and some days you feel very vital and alive, and other days you need to step back from your routines and day-to-day life to restore and renew. Your money luck is picking up thanks to favorable aspects from Jupiter and Uranus. Your lucky days, Capricorn, are March 5th and 6th. Aquarius. Piscean planetary plethora pulses love and money into your second house of resources. Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune in Pisces please with manifestation magic in your money house at the Pisces new moon on March 10th. Water bearers bask in the waters of creativity, aligning to new sources of income. Mystical and surreal situations offer fresh outlook. Relationship planets Mars and Venus are all right tonight as they commingle in Aquarius with big boss Pluto. Powerful people want to help you out. Your lucky days, Aquarius, are March 7th and 8th. Get ready. In March 2024, listen to this episode over and over again to prepare for eclipse season. Remember to share it, download it, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. Sending Aquarian energies and Piscean pulses into the quantum field.